On this Wellness Wednesday, we're taking time to discuss the unique challenge of exercise and wellness for those facing cancer. And while the disease and medical treatment can wreak havoc on the body, proper exercise and nutrition can provide strength and comfort during the battle toward remission. With us this morning is Link Harris, ACSM certified personal trainer with Sports and Wellness here in Albuquerque. Link, thanks for joining us. Really, really important stuff. I had a family member that unfortunately lost a battle to cancer some years back, so this hits very close to home. So for those facing cancer, what types of fitness regimen do you recommend them doing?
Well, it really depends on where they're at. Are they pre-treatment? Are they in the middle of treatment, post-treatment? Probably the biggest single thing, though, particularly pre and during treatment, is going to be cardio stuff.
Okay.
The treatments, let's say chemo, radiation, all affect our blood cells and our blood counts, and of course fatigue sets in. The exercise can actually increase blood cell counts enough that they may decrease the medicine that they normally give to increase the red blood cell count.
Wow.
So we didn't know this 10 years ago.
Right.
This science has really started in the last 5 to 10 years.
Now you started out, you didn't start out as a personal trainer, you
No.
started out as a chemo nurse, is
Yes,
that correct?
I did.
Okay.
I was started as a nurse in ICU and worked on oncology for several years.
Okay.
Also lost parents, in fact, family members while I was doing that. So.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I do appreciate you bringing the battle, and turning it into something positive to help others that are facing this. Now, are there certain types of cancers that prevent people from working out?
Well, there's so many cancers right now. The main thing is we have to work with the physicians, their medical team. Most cancers, and depending on what stage, they can do something. Some of them, even in the beginning, may be so fatigued from the chemos and the radiations and such that they may only be able to tolerate 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
But just getting that 5 or 10 minutes, that'll build, and their sleep will improve. And we have just started to scratch the surface. In fact, I was reading an article last night, preparing for talking to you, that was calling exercise the wonder drug for cancer.
No kidding.
So,
wow. And you were talking about cardio. Is cardio pretty much the one thing that works really well? What about weight training, yoga, Pilates, anything like that? Or is it really just any sort of movement?
The nice thing is anything that we can get them moving, as long as the doctors say it's okay, and as long as we can work around their treatments. And for instance, if they're going for chemo, we may not see them the next day. We'll do it the day after when they get built up. But anything that they can tolerate and the doctors and physicians and nurses say is okay, we can do.
Gotcha.
We can keep it interesting. It doesn't necessarily have to be lifting weights. It also doesn't have to be spending the entire time on the treadmill.
Right. Right. Keeping it interesting, I think, is very important.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's really the key to keeping an exercise regimen going, whether or not you're fighting this disease. Now, can any sports and wellness personal trainer help someone, or do we need special certification to help people with cancer?
A certification is definitely, there's so many nuances to cancer. The medications, the timing, the types, all of that go into this. You really need to have had some kind of training in this to do so. If you are working with a trainer and you have cancer and you're out there and you're working on it with a trainer and they haven't talked to your physician, that should be a warning sign.
Okay. Okay, so we need to have an open road of communication between our physician, our personal trainer, and the patient.
Absolutely. I want to know when they go to the doctor, when they come back, what were your lab counts? What was your white blood cell count?
Gotcha.
What kind of meds have you got you on? If they're not asking that, it's not safe.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And so are there a number of personal trainers at Sports and Wellness that can facilitate this?
Actually, as far as I know, I'm the only one in the state
only
with
one?
this particular certification. There may be 1 or 2 out there, but and I know there's some other certifications. Mine was actually done with the American Cancer Society.
Gotcha.
And there are a few others, but that are good certifications as well. But I know there's 1 or 2 other trainers, but there's not a lot.
Not a lot. So if someone has cancer, they need a good personal trainer. Sports and Wellness is the place to go.
And I heard we got 1 more somewhere,
One
at
more?
another Sports and Wellness too. So.
Right. Okay. Well, Ling, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chad.
We will also have information on our website at CASA.com under the Style tab.